issue on whether or not the birth certificate entry can be changed based on the sex reassignment. So the answer is a clear no. Okay, what are the other issues? How about to the first name? As to the first name of Mr. Silverio, can his first name be changed from Romel to Melly? Of course, dili gihapon class, no, because um, the same legal basis class nga no entry can be changed without the judicial order. Only exception as to the um, clerical error. So when words are not defined in a statute, they are to be given their common and ordinary meaning. So the words sex, male, and female, as used in the civil registrar law and laws concerning the civil registry, should therefore be understood in their common and ordinary usage, there being no legislative intent to the contrary. In this connection, sex is defined as the sum of peculiarities of structure and function that distinguish a male from a female, or the distinction between a male and a female. Female is the sex that produces, gi-explain pa jud ni Supreme Court class no unsay definition of male or female. Okay, so a very important portion here. Thus, the words male and female in everyday understanding do not include persons who have undergone sex reassignment, because again, ingon si Supreme Court, when words are defined in the law or mentioned in the law, it must be given their common and ordinary meaning. So, ang common and ordinary meaning daw of the word sex, of the word male, of the word female, it's not common that we will include the definition in the definition katong mga sex reassigned gender. So that is not common and ordinary meaning. Okay? Furthermore, words that are employed in a statute which had at the time a well-known meaning are presumed to have been used in that sense. Okay? So gi-presume nato nga pasabot ra gyud sa male and female is really male and female, no? Kay wala gyud na gi-assume nato ba nga apil ang sex reassignment. Because again, ang sex reassignment, it's not anymore natural o anatomically kanang done or made, no? Kay it's kuan naman siya surgical or scientific procedure. It's not kanang a natural phenomenon, no? So for these reasons, while petitioner may have succeeded in altering his body and appearance through the intervention of modern surgery, no law authorizes the change of entry as to sex in the civil registry for that reason. Thus, there is no legal basis for his petition for the correction or change of the entries in his birth certificate. So very clear ang Supreme Court no nga dili nimo sugot nga malahi ang ma-change because there is no law. There is no law allowing for it. Okay, so in relation to our subject class, of course, so katong sex reassignment, do we consider them as katong transgender nga from male to female, do we consider them female? In the eyes of the law, of course, the answer is no. Dili gani mo sugod si Supreme Court nga ilahi pa ang birth certificate unsa pa kaha ang mo enter sa marriage contract or magpakasal. Samot dili mo sugod si Supreme Court, no? Because there again, not for moral reasons or moral opinions by the court, but for legal reasons, because there is again no legal basis nga makonsider nato ang mga transgender as male or female katong ilang kung asa sila ni change, no? So again, there is no law recognizing in the Philippines as of date, class ha, as of date, there is no law recognizing sex reassignment to allow it neither in the correction of entry in the birth certificate nor in the entering into a marriage contract or celebrating marriage. Okay? So if gusto sila class, they do it not in the Philippines. Of course, other countries are allowing it. Okay? So that is the case of Silverio versus Republic in relation to our subject. Okay. So, so if I ask in the exam, how about sex reassignment? Does the Philippine recognize identification of gender through sex reassignment surgery? The answer is no. Sex reassignment surgery or sex change does not make a man into a woman or vice versa. As of now, the Philippines has no law that allows the change of entry in the birth certificate as to sex on the ground of sex reassignment. In the case of Silverio versus Republic, where a man named Romel Jacinto Dante Silverio underwent sex change surgery and wanted to change his name to Meli Silverio and his gender from male to female, how did the Supreme Court answer him? The Supreme Court firmly said that the sex of a person is determined at birth. Okay? Take note of that. That is also the Supreme Court said in the case of Jennifer Kagandahan. The Supreme Court firmly said that the sex of a person is determined at birth. This is shown under the Civil Register law, which says that birth certificate of a person is a historical record of the facts as they existed at the time of birth. Thus, the words male and female in everyday understanding do not include persons who have undergone sex change. Okay? That is the answer I should see in your papers or in your exam.